Why do some business owners upload a YouTube video and get 50,000 views in their first week, while others with better content, better cameras, and bigger budgets are stuck at 500 views? I'm about to show you the difference, and it has nothing to do with luck. My name is Timik, and I've helped online entrepreneurs accumulate over 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in B2B value. In this video, I'm about to show you my exact YouTube printing prediction system that I use with my clients to boost their video performance, retention, and click-through rate without wasting time on videos that will flop. But most entrepreneurs using YouTube for their business growth are spending too much time on that one thing that literally kills their videos. And in the next 10 minutes, you will learn how to get ahead of 99% of the online entrepreneurs out there. The first step of the YouTube printing prediction system is what I call hit prediction. Most business owners make a fatal mistake of starting with their camera, which is wrong. You start with research. Here's what you need to understand. Every successful video that has ever been published gives you free clues about what's working on YouTube and what's not. Titles, the thumbnails, the topics, it's all data waiting for you to be decoded. Now I'm going to teach you how to do this research yourself. And if you're too busy running your businesses and you don't have time for doing the research, check the first link in the description or click the button below if you want to work with me. I will implement the entire printing prediction system for you. But if you want to watch first how I do it, stay with me because this is how this process looks like. As I'm on my laptop, I'm going to show you how this looks like in the real life. So we're at the first step, right? And every video that you ever publish should start with the outlier research. Because like I said before, there's already a lot of data, a lot of working videos that have worked for someone else. So there's basically no reason why you would need to spend your own time and come up with your own ideas when you can basically reverse engineer something that worked for someone else, right? And to do so, we'll have these 5 steps. And the first step is to install the vidIQ Vision for YouTube. This is a free extension that will help you a lot identifying what videos have worked for someone else. So we don't look at the videos of like some famous YouTubers that are basically 100 steps ahead of us. We look for people who are doing similar things, or they might be doing something else in their own industry, but they simply have outliers on their channel. If I go on YouTube, you'll see now that some videos have these little badges here. And that means this is an outlier. It means that this video is performing on average 2.6 times better than his other videos. So what we can do is basically look for all of the videos that have these badges. 2.6, it's still a little bit less than we are looking for, but I'm going to show you now what's in the next step, right? So basically, we need to find a niche to research ideas, going to other niches that you might be interested in, or you don't even need to care about these niches at all. But we'll type in, for example, coding, and then you're simply going to look for all of the videos that have very good outlier scores. For example, as you see here, this is over 100x outlier score. This is very good score. What we can do now is basically reverse engineer this idea for our own use case. So let's say you're in AI automation. You can basically do something like introduction to AI automation and NAN full course, right? You can basically write a title like this. This is our first idea. And we can go on and basically come up with other ideas. Programming versus coding, what's the difference? As you can see, this is an outlier score again. This is another great idea. You can basically do NAN versus make.com, what's the difference, right? Very simple and very effective for coming up with ideas that actually work. Then what we're going to do is list down all of the ideas. I already came up with 2 ideas, but what you're going to do is basically scroll for a little bit longer and basically list down all of them. And in a list, let's say we need at least 10 ideas based on outliers that are above 10x. This is what we're looking for. And then when we have 10 ideas, what we're going to do is basically come up with different titles. For each video idea, we can come up with at least 3 titles that are going in some different directions. There are cool frameworks that I'm using, but I'm not going to dive so deep in this video. But basically, you can come up with a few variations of the same title in a way that basically touches on some different pain points. Or so just by changing a small one word in your titles, you can basically really change the entire trajectory of your video, how it's going to perform. And then point number 5 is thumbnail concepts. Now, thumbnails and titles are basically your first hooks. Not many people are actually doing enough work when it comes to these 2 steps. What I would do is basically list as many titles as I can come up with for each video idea, and then for each video I want to come up with at least 3 concepts for your thumbnails. And again, the thumbnails should be inspired by some of the ideas that you can see on here. For example, this is 3.7 outlier. We can basically turn this into our own thumbnail. So if you're using basically vidIQ, when you click on a video, on the right side you'll see the thumbnail. So you can download it, you can copy this thumbnail, and then I'll show you very quickly here. For each video, we want to have 3 thumbnail concepts. So we can basically copy, you can put it in the Google Doc or whatever. I'm going to copy it here. We're going to have concept 1, right? For the thumbnail concept 1. And then we're going to do title, 3 title variants. So this, guys, is just a bare minimum that you should be doing for all of your videos. If you're basically spending all of your time on scripting the video, recording the video, maybe you're even editing your own videos, but the real impact that you can have on your videos is by coming up with at least 3 titles and coming up with thumbnails that are based on outliers, on videos that actually work for someone else, so that we are not just reinventing the wheel, right? And I'm gonna show you how some of the videos that I've done for my clients, how we were able to save those videos because the thumbnails were just not thought enough about. And we can basically very clearly see that when you change a thumbnail, all of the performance of this video could get much better. So in this video, for example, the impressions click-through rate was still very low, but it was because of the first almost 5 days when the thumbnails were underperforming. That's when we changed the thumbnail, and then it skyrocketed to 9.2% and then stayed at around 8%. Then it got a bit down, but still go back to 8%. So it's very well performing thumbnail. But you know what? I didn't come up with this idea at all. I just saw someone has done the same thumbnail and we basically copied the thumbnail and it worked perfectly fine for saving this video. Or here you can see another example. So this video after like 16 hours was at about 80 views, something like this. It was very low. And then we changed the title, we changed the thumbnail, and it basically went high and high. You can see how well that worked. And I'm going to show you just some thumbnails that we've been designing for our clients, and also some of the very good impressions click-through rate that we were able to do by using this exact printing prediction system method. So in this video, we got 7%, and this video we got 6%, 5.3%, 5.6%, 9.2%. So these are very good numbers, as you can see. And this is basically the entire step 1. Now, even if you master hit prediction, there is still one thing that can kill your video, even if it has the most promising idea. Step 2 is retention-based editing, because here's a hard truth. YouTube doesn't care about your subscriber count. It cares about one thing: how long people watch your videos. Think of it like this. Getting someone to click on your video is like getting them to walk to your store. But if your store is poorly organized and confusing, they will walk right back out. Same with videos, but if your video is not delivering value immediately, they are gone. And what's even worse is that it will signal to YouTube that your videos are basically not relevant for the people, and not valuable for them. And here's what most business owners don't realize. You might have incredible insights to share and a lot of knowledge, but if people click on your video and your delivery is boring or it's confusing, they will never hear your best ideas. And here's the thing. Most entrepreneurs are not natural performers in front of the camera, and that's perfectly fine because that's where the retention-based editing comes in. So just have a look on some of the videos that my clients are producing without the right editing and without the right delivery. You can see that some of their videos are the poorest looking retention graphs that you can see. Basically, all of it is down below 20%, which is very bad. But we were able to increase that and keep it at both 35% in a lot of the cases in the middle of the video, which is amazing. So just have a look at how bad these videos were before. This is 19%, this is 23%, this is 39% at the first minute, but then it's below 20%, I guess. And this is how we were able to increase it. Here at 30%, for example, at the middle of the video, 38%, 35%, 40%, 37%. That's still looking very well. Keeping in mind that this is not no entertaining videos. This is pure education. And obviously keeping people watching in the educational videos is way harder without any editing. You can clearly see the difference with the retention-based editing and no editing at all. Step 3 is visual authority. And a sea of identical channels, cheap video editing, you need to send out immediately. Not with fancy graphics, flash animations, but with strategic visual quality that builds recognition and allows you to charge premium pricing. Here's what I've learned. The quality of your videos directly impacts how people perceive you and how much they are willing to pay you. Some of my clients have been able to charge thousands more for their B2B services. Some of them are generating thousands of dollars per year just from YouTube leads that they generated through their videos. So I'm going to show you now a few examples of entrepreneurs on YouTube who have done it very well. You might already know a few of them, but the important question to ask yourself is, what do they have in common? As you will see in the next 30 seconds, they all have implemented visual authority system, and you can just have a look on this very quickly and you'll see yourself.
Every week, there's a new AI tool making headlines, and right now, there are more AI videos.
I have personally made hundreds of thousands of dollars online with the AI agency business model as a teenager, and today I'm going to be starting one completely from zero.
This is so cool. Liam is absolutely crushing it with this one. You can see what Liam is doing here. Basically implemented his new branding so well that you can see how engaging it is and how everything is on brand and how much he's invested into just a good image online. And he's been doing it for years, but this one is like a very good example of what he's done over these years and how he evolved. And another cool example is from the WOP guys. All of them have already started implementing their content that's on brand with the WOP colors. I mean, as you can see, the colors of WOP are seen across this entire video, and it just shows that you're watching a video from the WOP team. And I think that's just basically very professional. This is what all people should be doing. Oh, and I almost forgot how I do it for my clients, so you can see how they do it and what's so cool about it.
This video is going to be a full masterclass on how to actually get clients using clay.com from A to Z.
This one, I'm
100%.
very proud of this one. We got some more, obviously.
Today we're going to be taking a close look at 11 Labs Conversational AI V2. This new release brings some big
paying customer, or at least get a call booked in within the next 24 hours. And of course, I'm going to be recording everything that I do. Now, to make this even harder for me and more real.
And just from these videos, you're able to see how good the quality can be when you really put your attention to it. It can be much better than 90% of the people on YouTube. And these guys that you see here, they're absolutely doing the best possible work that you can do here, because they're basically building their authority on YouTube with the visuals. And visuals, it's a topic for another video, but I think there's a lot that people do not understand when it comes to their YouTube visuals that could definitely help them charge more and be seen as more premium service providers. Now you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I don't have time to learn another system. I have all my own business to run. And that's exactly the point here, because you don't need to learn another system. Focus on what you do best, running your business, creating valuable content. And I handle the strategy, research, optimization, and editing. The more time you wait, the more time you'll spend on videos that simply flop. As simple as that. So if you're ready to stop wasting time on the videos that do not convert, do not perform on YouTube well, and start implementing printing prediction system for your own YouTube channel, click the link down below right now. Remember, you can try this for free. So you basically have nothing to lose but your time spent on the videos that do not convert. So click the link down below. I'll see you out there. Let's double your subscriber growth in the next 90 days. Click the link below and I'll see you there.